a lot of stories about people, maybe on the showers, no. You understand? The person BP might be low, might be high. The person BP might be high, and it's also advisable that before you take your shower, for people that use shower, you don't pour water straight on your head. You send signal to your brain that water is coming. A lot of people, once they enter, they just pour water on their head. It has leads to people having stroke because high BP can cause a heart failure. It can cause a stroke. So when you don't know your BP and you just go in there, it can lead to you having slumping, and you see that somebody, it just slump and one side is polarized. So it's advisable. BP is one of it. It's one of the things that makes people to, maybe you're walking on the way, you slump. No, BP is bad, high BP is bad. So it's very, very advisable. We know our BP, we shake. Talk to your doctor. Whenever you're feeling anything, just talk. You don't need to hide anything. You confide on your medical practitioners. You confide on your medical doctors. We keep secrets. We don't tell others what we know about you. It's against our profession. So, thank you.
Praise God. I want to ask a question. In a situation whereby your BP is high today and tomorrow it's come down, what is the problem? Example, coming down, going up, coming down. And secondly, what is the highest number of the BP that you can say it's normal? Anything that is beyond that, how can we know that this is abnormal? You get my question?
Yes. Sorry, come again with the first one. The first one. Okay, we talked about what
It's high today and tomorrow it comes down.
Okay.
Cause.
Okay, we all know that Lagos is stressful. Yes. Stress always causes that. Being stressed out can make your BP go high. Tomorrow, believe in me, maybe you go to Ikorodu today. If you go to Ikorodu today and come back, if I shake your BP, there is every possibility that it will be a bit high. But if you are relaxing today at home, you are not going anywhere, relax, just take your bath, eat your food. If I check your BP, there is every possibility it will be low. So stress is one of the things that makes BP rise and fall, rise and fall. So then the second one, okay, the highest one, though it ranges on age. BP is being, my BP cannot be the same thing with Sir BP, his age, but the highest, if your BP is 140, 150 over 190 over 190, there is every possibility you are hypertensive. So, but the lowest is 120. 120 over 80 is normal. 120 over 80 is normal. Though it depends on age, it varies. So, but if your BP is ranging from 180 over 70, 190 over 90, there's every possibility you are hypertensive. And it's advisable you shake it and minimize the stress, the thinking. Just minimize the way you stress your brain to help to minimize, reduce the rates of having this hypertension.
Thank you. I would like to ask, there was a day I was home and I was asked to come and pray for a very young boy, and what I was told is that a small boy and a teenager having BP, what would have caused it?
Okay, like I mentioned, genetics. If you trace that little boy, there's every possibility that the parents or the grandparents are hypertensive. That's the most important thing. No, that's the most, how like, for little babies having high BP, it's mainly genetics. Because they weren't thinking anything, they're not thinking anything. If you trace it well, it's from their gene. Because BP it can come from gene. If your parents or your grandparents is hypertensive, it's advised for you to minimize, or it's possible for you to have this infusion. So it's less for you to do what? Have to know how to control it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I have a question. They said that if you eat too much salt, that it can increase the BP. Okay, please. So what's the proportion? What's the size of the salt that we ought to eat on a daily basis that will regulate our BP? And then secondly, they said you probably maybe if you stress yourself too much or something, that BP rise. Or maybe you think, how would you, why, I don't understand. There's no how you won't think. So how can we regulate the way you think, or probably maybe stress, and secondly, what's the proportion of the salt we have to take on a daily basis? Thank you.
Okay. Like, mothers here, people that cook, we have a lot of spices outside this world now that we use. A lot of people, believe you me, they've not for one day bring that spice, maybe Livina, Benny, Kitchen Glory, and check the content of it. They've not done it. Even the Maggi we use. A lot of people have not picked it for one day and check the content of it. All those things, they have salt. And when you're adding it on the food, you add it without even knowing that they have salt already. It's very advisable you know the content of what you are using. Know the content of it, then before adding salt. Then food, if you are cooking 5 cups of rice, it's very advisable you know, or you shift the range of salt. Just like a teaspoon, depending on what you are cooking, it's okay. Because if you have all those spices that have salt already, minimize the way you put your normal salt. Women, you can testify to this. A lot of people, they will cook food and salt will overdo it because of what? They don't know that Livina has salt, Maggi has salt, Kitchen Glory has salt. They will just add, or even add salt before adding those things. You will not know that they have salt content. Then before you know it, if you test your food with salt already, you'll be wondering, but the salt I added is small. So it's very, very advisable we know the content of salt. Then another thing that will reduce the rate of sodium chloride, salt, in our system is potassium. Potassium is very important in our system. If you are eating a lot of potassium food that has potassium, it will help to reduce the content of sodium chloride in the system. Where will you get this potassium? You can get it in vegetables, fruits, some dairy food, milk. But a lot of people are lactose intolerant. They don't take milk. Milk reacts to their body. So eating a lot of vegetable and fiber, you get this potassium and it will help to reduce this sodium chloride in your system. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So to save our time, I would like to quickly ask you these questions. I will read them, so maybe we'll be treating them one by one to save our time, because it's like some people are still having maybe 1 or 2 questions to ask. But let me read the one they've given me already. So the first question says, how will someone know that his immune system is gone? Maybe it's no longer active. That's the first question. How do we know maybe the immune system is still active or inactive anymore? That's the first question. Or do I
Okay, one after the other.
All right.
Okay, how do you know that you are immunocompromised? Your immune system is down. Anyone that is immunocompromised, wash yourself. You always get all this airborne. If somebody that sneezes comes around you, before you know it, you start having that. If somebody that is coughing comes around you, before you know it, you start having cough. Then, for people that is sexually active, if you're immunocompromised, there is every possibility that you will get some of this STI and STD. I know women are more prone to this STI and STD, but men are lesser prone. Even in HIV, men are lesser prone to this HIV. But this man is immunocompromised because our body and men's body is different. It's different. So any man that immune system is strong, you don't have a problem. But if you're immunocompromised, you see that anything that comes around you, pick it up. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Anything that comes around you, you're getting it up. It's not like you have skin infection or something comes close to you, the next minute or the next day, you see that you are reacting to it again. So it's very, very advisable to boost our immune system. And how will you do this? It's very simple. Buy fruit, eat fruit, take some supplements that is good in magnesium, potassium. It will help to boost your immune system.
Like what?
Sorry?
Supplements and
Yeah. Like women, we go for probiotic. We go for probiotic supplements. And women also, yogurt is very good to our system because it has lactobacillus and some streptococcus. So you take it, but mainly go for the one that is probiotic. It helps to boost our own immune system, and it's also good for men as well. So go for it. Any food that is good in magnesium, potassium, banana is very, very. In fact, if you have ulcer here, banana is supposed to be your roommates. Let me use that word. Your bedmates. You understand? Because it's rich in potassium, magnesium. Then avocado pear also is very, very good. So let's try it.
Thank you very much. The next question, let's clap for them. Thank you very much. The next question says, please, someone whose BP is on 110 over 65. Is it good?
110, you're perfect, man. It's
110
okay.
over
110.
65.
Yeah, 110 over 65 is okay.
Praise the Lord. So it says, what is the system? What is the system of the cancer?
The system
Of the cancer.
I don't really get the question.
Very
Yes.
good.
Okay, but the symptoms of the
So can that person explain further, please?
these symptoms.
No, he said system. Okay, maybe what is the right symptom? Okay, the symptoms of cancer. If somebody that has cancer, how will that person know what are the symptoms?
Okay.
Signs.
Okay,
Signs of the symptoms then.
Okay, you know this cervical cancer of the PE, or all the cancers, they are long term. They can stay in your body 5 years, 10 years. You won't even have a symptom of it. That's one problem with human papillomavirus, which causes this cancer. We're talking about one species of this human papillomavirus, which causes cervical cancer for women. There are a lot of them, human papillomavirus, there are a lot of them, which causes throat cancer, renal cancer, and a lot of them. So it's advisable we check, you do the pap smear. When you do this pap smear and we see the human papillomavirus in your system, that's when you know you have this thing. This cancer, you might not have a symptom. You might not have a symptom. Let's assume breast cancer. Some of them started with rump. A lot of women, they don't know they have breast cancer, or they don't have rump. If they're not shaking their breast, they will not know. It depends, unless it has been maybe after 5 years or 10 years, the person will start having the pains, and by that time it has escalated. It might not, be cured again. But if you often go for shake-up, do the pap smear of this cervical cancer. If there is any trace of human papillomavirus in your system, the vaccine will be given to you. It can be cured. It can be cured. That's why a lot of NGOs now is going around, talking about this cervical cancer and breast cancer, so that women will come out to do this test. It might be in your system, you not know. It doesn't show symptoms. So it's advisable we go for the pap smear and know if there's a trace of this human papillomavirus, so we can cure it on time before it is unexpected.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for them. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Please, we're going to take one more question from the audience. So after, if you still have any further questions you want to ask them, after service, please, we will attend to you so as to save time because we are working with time. Praise the name of Jesus. Now, Daddy, I'm going to ask a question.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I want to know what's the problem. Like in the rainy season, someone like me, I used to go and urinate like 3 times, 4 times. But in the dry season, sometimes I won't urinate, sometimes once.
Before the dawn, like before morning.
Yes.
Okay, rainy season, like the weather is humid. The weather is always humid during the rainy season. The sun doesn't come down much. And that helps your body to be hydrated all the time. Normal, like you said now, this is dry season now. If you take enough water before you go to bed, there is every possibility that you urinate 2 times or 3 times before bed. It's not a sickness, you are good. As far as you are not diabetic, it's the weather. So, and another thing, you might be staying in one place, just in a place for a while, during rainy season. The weather is humid, there is no moisture. Your body is being relaxed and the sun is not affecting you. So there is every possibility your kidney are working perfectly. They would like to push out some waste product because urine is waste product to push out some waste product from your system. So sorry, you're good. As far as you don't have BP, it's okay. But another thing, let me add to this. This dry season, I advise you take your water. You see people carrying their bottled water. They are not doing that. They are not posing. You carry your water along. It helps your kidney to do its functions. But if you are stressing it, like Daddy said, this dry season, you might just urinate once. Help your kidney, drink enough water. Wake up in the morning, drink water. It helps you. Before you go to bed, drink water. It helps you. Drink the water enough. It's even on your skin. It will show on your skin that you drink water. It helps to keep your body hydrated. Thank you.